Good morning. It's Wednesday, January 22nd. And yesterday morning, I went through an article in the Washington Post that covered all of the work that President Trump did on his first day in office. It's a horrible article about all the things that he changed and got rid of. And I don't want to go into any great details. If you're interested in what happened at Trump's first couple of hours in office, then you should read this Washington Post article. But it's highlighted the insanity of a man taking over the presidency. He signed in day one the most executive orders in history. They called it recent history, but I can't imagine that any other president came close to what Donald Trump did yesterday. 26 executive orders on day one. And the next highest total in the last 50 years was Joe Biden. He did 9. And in 2017, when Donald Trump was president for the first time, he only signed 1. And Barack Obama signed 2. And Bill Clinton signed 1. And those are the only recent presidents that signed any executive orders on day one. So there are limitations to what the president can legally do by executive action. And many of the things that Trump's orders pointed at are expected to be challenged in court. So what Trump has made in his first couple of hours in his office is a legal nightmare for this country. There are so many things that he attacked and he changed that it may take all 4 years of his presidency to get the thing straightened out. And I am sure that while he has a Republican Congress and a Republican Senate, many of those people are not particularly happy with what Trump was doing. He's forcing people to come back to the office. He's forcing people to give up their rights to citizenship. He's forcing many members of Congress and the Senate to give up some of the qualities of their lives. I can't go into all of the idiotic changes that he made on his first couple of hours in office. He had not better things to do with his time. He's just getting even with Biden. He rescinding all of Biden's administration action. Now, I can understand some of the action. And he had released all of the people who were responsible for the riot on J6. All of those people are set free from jail except for 14 of them. And those people got rescinded some other way. So I'm not being very clear and concise about all of the things he did because it's a monumental mishmash. But he attacked everything that Joe Biden did. There's no question about that. And he's ending birthright citizenship in the United States. The U.S. government will no longer recognize the citizenship of children born in the United United States to immigrants who lack legal status. That's according to an order that Trump signed on Monday. It also bars the birthright citizenship for children born to people on temporary work. He's also banning that situation if you happen to be here as a tourist. The order, which is expected to face legal scrutiny, reinterprets the words of the 14th Amendment, which is said something like, it's subject to the jurisdiction thereof. Then that sentence grants citizenship to nearly all the people born on U.S. soil. So Trump is trying to exclude babies born to parents illegally in the country. Does that make any sense to you? That we're banning birthright citizenship, all of us? And I can understand wanting to exclude the babies born to parents who are illegally in the country. I can understand a little bit of that. But how about a person who's in this country illegally for 15 or 20 years and proves himself to be a great citizen of the United States? Are we going to take away the citizenship from those children? It's a mishmash, and there's no real clear definition of why and when and how, except that Trump has to get even with the rest of the world for whatever reason. And then they're declaring a national emergency on the southern border. There's no national emergency necessary on the southern border. Immigration is under control. But we have many in this country who are against immigrants. And Trump is kowtowing to that segment of our society. We really don't have an immigration problem in this country. That's been cleared up. But there are many in this country, as proven by the fact that they elected Donald Trump, that are unhappy with anything that seems to invade their vision of an American life. And that's pure prejudice that exists in this country. And so what I can look at Trump as the president of those who are prejudiced. And this nonsense about sex, about the banning of anybody who considers themselves a different sex than they were physically born. So now in our country we will only have males and females. Doesn't matter what you believe you are. Physically you are male or female and that's it. Transgender doesn't exist anymore. So those are all the nonsensical, mad things that this president did on his first day. And we're going to get 4 times 365 days of this shit. We are in for a tough couple of years. So I leave you with that this morning. A disgusted ranter. Happy to be alive, though. Happy to be able to do this rant. And hope to see you again tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.